We're only here for one purpose, and that's for tomorrow. And for that, and your family, because we believe strongly in that.
Right.
If you can't take care of your family, you can't take care of your job here.
Truck Centers has been around 55 years. Talk a little bit about the growth of that over 55 years and with Truck Centers.
I've been a part of it with the Hopkins family, 50 of those 55 years. We originated in Highland, Illinois. I mean, we had 17 people that worked there. And I came there after I graduated from college. And John Hopkins came up to me and said, hey, you really want to leave? He goes, well, why don't we stick around and see what we can do with this? They were in bankruptcy. I said, well, let's try it. And it grew from one thing to another, and we grew up in family. I bought into the company in 1994. We've got a lot of family within the business of everybody. We're up to 753 employees, 10 locations, but 12 working locations.
What was the perseverance? What was the resiliency, the partnership that you had with the Hopkins family and everything in getting through those tough times?
Well, it was family. We stuck together. And they believed in John Hopkins, my partner. They believed in me too, but primarily the Hopkins family, that we were going to do everything we can to fight this battle and do what we could do. And we did. I mean, things got really slim, and they really believed in us. They said that they're going to do what they can do. If we would go out of business, they knew that we'd given them all we had. And they jumped right in. I mean, they'd work extra hours, go to customers' places and work on their trucks, just because they believed that we're all part of one team to survive. With us hiring Devin, Katie's son, we're in our fourth generation. Mm-hmm. So we went from tough time as a first or second generation. The third generation, the percentage is really low for survival,
right.
But we've done well, so we're doing okay. And then the fourth, you get a little better.
It's interesting building that ownership culture where everyone cares. You started with 18 people. You shared that you're at 753 today. Mm-hmm. Tell me about those stages of growth and how that was.
It's pretty difficult, but every time that we went in and acquired somebody, we would bring them on board as if they'd been with Truck Centers forever. I go to our new employee orientations that we do. We bring everybody in that we've hired in that month, and we have a group, maybe 20 or 30. And the last thing I tell them, you may have a job description of what you were hired for, but here's what I'm going to tell you. Your job's whatever it takes. If somebody needs to sweep the floor, sweep it. If you didn't take care of the customer or your fellow teammate, you're not doing your job anyway. We're only here for one purpose, and that's for tomorrow. And for that, and your family, because we believe strongly in that.
Right.
If you can't take care of your family, you can't take care of your job here.
When you look 5 to 10 years ahead for the company, what are just a couple things that you would like to really put a check mark by?
As we become more automated, I would hope that we can manage our company, not so much on statistics, more of where do we guide ourselves for 6 months from now? What part does this customer need that is being frequently used by everybody? How can I tell you that you're going to have this failure, and here's where I can show you where the automation shows this is what we're having this failure rate.
Being able to use that data at a higher level.
Which would differentiate us from our competition, because I can tell you how long you can run. That's one of the things that I hope we get to. We've got the information, now it's a matter of how do we put it in a line that we can see it.
Where would be your first thoughts of emphasis as far as trying to improve this region?
We got to bring love and trust back to the city. We've made people think our city's bad, and it's not bad. It really isn't. So I can only say, to help make the city better, we all have to work as businesses. We got to incorporate our customer is all we have.
Right.
There's no need for any of us if our customer doesn't believe in us. But it's my real emphasis to let these people just understand, that's our livelihood. That's our lifeline.
Right.
If you don't take care of a customer, whether we sold them a truck or we didn't, if we didn't service them correctly, we didn't treat them right. And that's all we got.
When you talk about advice or perspective for other business owners, what would you share?
It's tough in today's times. Don't give up. There's always a saying, this too shall pass. And don't give up hope. I really mean that.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate
No, it's great.